Hey, brother.
And this casino brand is owned by three brothers. I overheard them say something like they turn over like 18 million a day or something ridiculous money. Ridiculous money, these three brothers, right? Typical Eastern European mafia. Imagine, you know, fat, bald, cigar.
If this is true, this is really bad. Would Redfall be canceled today?
Ask the dude who works here.
This is one of my favorite clips of all fucking time. God damn. I love that I could just play it on repeat now since you can't get mad at me for it. Oh my god.
Ask the dude who works here. Hey, brother. Ask the dude who works here. Hey, brother. So I call everybody brother. Yeah, but you looked offended or something. No, can you help me out? It's innocent. Yeah. I just don't know anything about shoes.
Ted Bundy interview. Destiny, this one.
Yeah.
God fuck. Okay, stop with the classics.
Some people get sketched out when you buy things for them, so you gotta.
No, I'll tell the whole story. Okay, here we go.
Yikes.
Hey, I want to buy everybody's groceries. Can I buy everybody's groceries on this card?
What's that?
No, I'm serious.
My friend is doing a game show, and you guys
all won
free groceries. All of you won free groceries.
Yeah.
Yes.
As long as they don't turn down my card because it's a lot of transactions. Let's try it out.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it.
What you doing?
I was buying.
The game show you won.
God,
Yeah, you won the game show. You won free groceries.
Sorry, mate, you can't do anything in your store, so you'll have to go out without permit. So.
I have to leave? I can't buy everybody's groceries?
But no, you can't, sorry.
Yeah.
Some people get sketched out when you buy things for them, so you gotta.
No.
One of my favorite interviews was the kid that murdered the one girl when he finds out mid-interview that the body was found.
WGXA first interviewed McDaniel the day after Lauren Giddings was reported missing in June of 2011. Reporter Michelle Casada found him standing outside the apartment building where he and Giddings had lived, and that we now know was the scene of the crime. He talks about joining Giddings' friends to look for his law school classmate and how they entered her apartment to see if there was anything wrong. It was also the first time McDaniel found out that a portion of Lauren Giddings' body had been recovered by police from the dumpster where he had put it. Knowing now that McDaniel had murdered and dismembered Giddings, the interview provides a glimpse inside the mind of a killer as he builds his story and his alibi. Take a look.
Person that was living there? Yeah, Lauren was my neighbor. We're just trying to find out where she is at this point. I mean, no one has seen her since Saturday. I mean, the last time anyone heard from her was an email that she sent out, and no one's heard from her since.
Did you see her hang out with anyone at the time or anything like that?
I mean, no one has seen her since Saturday. I haven't seen anything. I mean, I've always heard noise outside, but it's just people walking by pretty much.
And she just recently graduated from Mercer?
Yeah, she and I we were both JD students. We graduated back in May.
What kind of person was she? I mean, what did you see?
I mean, she's as nice as can be. I mean, very personable, very much a people person.
Do you know anybody any enemies she might have had, somebody that might want to hurt her?
No, we don't know where she is. I mean, the only thing we can think is that maybe she went out running and someone snatched her. Because I mean, we went over. One of her friends had a key. We went inside and tried to see if there was anything amiss, but I mean, she had a door jamb that was sitting right by it, so there was no sign that anyone broke in. I mean, the door was locked when everyone got here. I mean, we just don't know where she is.
What about in the parking lot area? I know they've been doing a lot of. I think that's where they have recovered the body or whatever they recovered from there.
Body?
Had you seen anything there? I mean, we don't know if this is the same person. You know what I mean? Like, they took out
He
Mafia
knows.
earlier. We don't know if it's the same person or not. That's how we're trying to ask people if they know who lived there. Are you okay, sir?
I think I need to sit down.
Okay.
How did he kill her again? Damn, look at this guy's arms. What the fuck? He must use a weapon, right?
Imagine a man who owns a casino. So obviously you're gonna be a bit intimidated by the man who owns a casino. Like, what kind of friends does he have to own a casino? Now imagine a man who owns 15 casinos.
Deci, Andrew Tate zice că are cazinouri în România.
How do you generate your income?
The first thing is I own some casinos in Romania.
Mai zice că le deține împreună cu interlopi.
3 brothers, Mafia guys, they own 400 casinos throughout Eastern Europe. I came up to him and said, look, I want to do a franchise with you. They agreed.
Dar Tate e un tip care cam exagerează. De multe ori n-ai de unde să știi când se termină mitologia și când începe adevărul. Până acum, n-a existat public vreo dovadă că frații Tate ar fi jucători în industria cazinourilor din România, cu atât mai puțin că ar fi asociați cu crima organizată. Așa că am încercat să vedem dacă este adevărat. Când am aflat că au fost arestați pentru trafic de persoane și viol, am răscolit internetul după numele lor.
Not safe for work at 104. Well, it's on YouTube, so it should be fine, right? I'm watching a YouTube video on YouTube.
La lupte, la pornografie, video.
It should... Is it... It's on YouTube, right? So it should be fine if it's on YouTube, right? Hold on, let me see how bad these are.
Lupte, la pornografie, video chat.
It's like blurred out. There's full-on porn on YouTube.
N-a fost chiar confortabil. Apoi ne-am uitat în monitorul oficial și am făcut o cerere la Registrul Comerțului din România. Așa le-am descoperit afacerile din România, inclusiv o firmă care se numește Talisman Enterprises. Ăștia sunt pași de bază într-o documentare. Apoi am avut și noroc. În documente apăreau niște adrese suspecte de puncte de lucru din București și Ilfov, fără alte detalii. Când l-am căutat pe Google Maps, acolo nu erau decât niște blocuri. Imaginile nu erau la zi. Așa că am mers mai departe. Am mai făcut o cerere la Registrul Comerțului și am așteptat încă 10 zile. Și aici a venit surpriza, de fapt.
Jesus,
Firma fraților Tate semnase contracte cu alte societăți comerciale care dețin cazinouri. Asta se găsea la adresele respective, de fapt. Cazinouri. Cumva a fost surprinzător tocmai pentru că era adevărat. Frații Tate fac bani din cel puțin 4 cazinouri din București. Ele se numesc Las Vegas. În dimineața asta mergem la cazinourile fraților Tate, cele 4 pe care le-am identificat. Ei pretind că au mai multe. Vrem să vedem cum arată.
What I tried to do was find ones in between their competitor and a Starbucks. I'd open in the middle and then I'd offer loads and loads of free coffee with a barista and a sexy chick. So instead of going to Starbucks, you could just take your money and go get free coffee and gamble.
Suntem la periferia orașului, nu suntem în centru, unde găsești în mod normal un Starbucks fancy sau cafenele de genul ăsta. Suntem într-una dintre zonele sărace ale Bucureștiului, unde jucătorii nu sunt foarte bogați. Este un cartier comunist.
This is a communist neighborhood, basically.
Și oamenii vin aici să joace salariu minim pe economie, pensia. Clar, ăsta nu e un casino fancy. Puțin mai încolo o benzinărie, puțin mai încolo sunt niște case dărăpânate. Nu prea văd cum s-ar potrivi cu descrierea lui Top G.
Ce filmați, domnilor?
Filmăm cazinourile deținute de frații Tate. Da.
Frații Tate,
Ei fac doar despre cazinouri.
Doar despre cazinouri. Nu știu acuie și cum e cazinoul, eu sunt jucător doar.
Și ăsta e mai special față de altele? De exemplu,
Păi sunt toate. Nu special.
Nu, întreb dacă e cumva...
Nu știu dacă asta lor, nu mă interesează a cui sunt, doar eu sunt jucător. Eu sunt jucător în raid care mi-am vândut 2 apartamente.
Jesus Christ.
Îmi pare rău de băieți, iar n-au făcut rău la nimeni. N-au furat, n-au dat în cap, n-au făcut absolut nimic.
And this casino brand is owned by three brothers. I overheard them say something like they turn over like 18 million a day or something ridiculous money. Ridiculous money, these three brothers, right? Typical Eastern European mafia. Imagine, fat, bald, cigar.
Deci, cine sunt partenerii de afacere ai fraților Tate? Chiar sunt interlopi? Chiar s-ar lăuda frații Tate că s-au asociat cu interlopi? Nu i-ar da în fapt? Ne-am uitat mai atent la ei. Documentele pe care le-am obținut sunt contracte de tip joint venture semnate între compania fraților Tate, pe de-o parte Talisman Enterprises și de cealaltă parte o societate numită DMS BetLife. La final, profiturile sunt împărțite 50-50. DMS e o firmă care a fost licențiată ca operator de jocuri de noroc. Numele ei aparent vine de la cei 2 proprietari, frații Doroftei, Mihăiță și Sorin. Se potrivește cu ce a spus Andrew Tate, doar că sunt 2 frați, nu 3.
18 million a day, 6.5 billion a year. Careful, 18 million a day, he said, was how much money they turned over. The profit on 18 million a day, fuck, could be as low as less than 100K, theoretically, right? Depending on what your payback is at the casino. At 18 million a day, my guess is that's probably taking into account your total play, is probably what that means, right?
Frații Doroftei se țin departe de lumina reflectoarelor și nu sunt genul.
Someone said 2% of that, somebody said 7% of that. Okay, I don't know what.
Pe care ea îi asocia în mod normal cu crimă organizată. Frații Doroftei sunt mai degrabă cunoscuți la noi ca fondatorii ai Erixef, o gală de...
RTP is like 97%, gotcha.
Lupte în MMA. Organizează lupte în cușcă. Evenimentele sunt constant sponsorizate de cazinourile lor, Las Vegas.
Că avem bani și ne permitem! Că suntem sponsorizați, bineînțeles, de către cei de la Las Vegas.
Fratele cel mare, Mihăiță Doroftei, e aproape invizibil pe social media. Am reușit totuși să găsim câteva fotografii vechi cu el pe conturile de social media ale unor apropiați. Apoi le-am găsit familia împrăștiată pe social media, adică prieteni, parteneri, asociați. Aici cineva pare că îi plătește unui cântăresc de manele o dedicație pentru familia lor.
Jesus.
În gruparea DMS găsim mai mulți oameni care își poartă blazonul tatuat pe corp. În clipul ăsta, unul dintre cei mai celebri cântăreți de manele din România primește bani ca să-i facă o dedicație lui Mihăiță Doroftei. Să ne oprim aici, a spus Mihăiță Polonezu. E foarte important. Am descoperit că, deși e născut la Brașov, Mihăiță Doroftei are și cetățenie poloneză. Am căutat prin dosare vechi și am dat peste o stenogramă de la o întâlnire de taină dintre un traficant de droguri și locotenenții săi. Aflăm că un investitor polonez a adus în 2019 la aceeași masă clanuri interlope din toată România ca să pornească împreună o afacere în industria jocurilor de noroc. Voia să deschidă cazinouri în toate orașele mari din România și să devină numărul 1 în piață. Și o dată pe lună trebuie să merg în Dubai, în Maroc, în Tunisia, în fiecare lună în altă locație. Și ne dă și de polonezul, întreabă altcineva. Da, nu contează, gestul lor de polonez deschide în toată România. El ia toate cazinourile, deschide numai el. Mai zic că polonezul a chemat clanuri din toată țara la un fel de conferință a interlopilor. Practic, investitorul polonez a reușit să facă clanuri rivale să lucreze împreună. Surse judiciare ne-au confirmat off the record că, de fapt, stenograma asta face referire la cazinourile Las Vegas. Dar devine și mai interesat. Chiar înainte ca frații Tate să fie arestați pentru trafic de persoane și viol, procurorii au desfășurat o amplă operațiune care a avut în centru rețeaua Las Vegas. Au fost descinderi la peste 120 de persoane și firme implicate într-un dosar de crimă organizată.
Deschide poliția!
Potrivit procurorilor, mulți dintre ei erau angajați fictiv ca tehnicieni de păcănele, adică reparau aparatele. În realitate, erau de fapt angajați să preiau stil cazinouri de la concurență și să-i bată pe câștigătorii de jackpot-uri ca să aducă înapoi în sălile de jocuri banii câștigați. Cei doi frați Doroftei sunt cercetați din noiembrie 2022 pentru constituire de grup infracțional organizat.
Jesus.
Recent, Mihăiță Doroftei a fost dată în urmărire oficial de poliția din România. Pe numele său a fost emis un mandat de arestare. E căutat ca lider al grupării. Deci da, frații Tate au cazinouri în România. Și da, sunt parteneri de afaceri cu crima organizată.
Great to CNN's Caitlin Collins. Caitlin, what exactly is on this recording?
Well, it's significant, Jake, because this is something that could significantly undermine essentially everything that Trump has been saying in defense to this document's investigation. And the reason that this is the meeting that...
If this is true, this is really bad.
Matters so much is it was actually months before that effort that was underway to get so many of those documents from Mar-a-Lago back to the National Archives. There was certainly a back and forth, but this was back in the summer of 2021. And Trump is meeting with people who are writing an autobiography for Mark Meadows at his Bedminster Club in New Jersey. They are talking about a story that just came out in the New Yorker that Susan Glasser published. It was about General Mark Milley, who, as you know, is the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. And it was about his concerns that in those waning days of the Trump presidency, that Trump was going to potentially take military action when it came to Iran, and Milley's efforts to push back on that. And what we are told is on this tape is Trump discussing a document that is classified that he says if he could show it to the people that he's speaking to, that it would undermine what Milley's argument is, that Milley was the one pushing back against Trump's efforts to potentially take military action in Iran. Now, we have not actually heard this recording, Jake, but we do know it is in the hands of the prosecutors who are investigating his handling of classified documents after he left office. We do know that you can hear paper rustling on this recording. We know that there are people laughing in the background. I'm told that this part only is about 2 minutes long that pertains to Iran. It's part of a much longer recording that prosecutors now have. The reason, though, Jake, that it's significant is that Trump seems to indicate on this tape, as he is speaking with those that he has gathered with him at his New Jersey club, that he cannot show it to them, that he has taken something that is a classified document and that he is limited in his post-presidency ability to declassify something, which of course would undercut the argument that he's been making all along.
And Caitlin,
it's basically just him showing knowledge that he had taken classified documents that he wasn't supposed to be holding on to. If that is true, and he did have knowledge of them, that significantly hurts his argument that, like, oh, I didn't even know they were there, if that's true.
Just a few weeks ago at the town hall, you specifically asked Donald Trump about his handling of classified documents. Let's play a little of that.
Do you have the Presidential Records Act? I was there, and I took what I took, and it gets declassified.
Did you ever show those classified documents to anyone?
Not really. I would have the right to. By the way, they were declassified after. Not that I can think of. Let me just tell you, I have the absolute right to do whatever I want with them.
So this tape would really undercut that defense.
It would incredibly undercut that defense significantly. Not just that one, Jake. It's not just that the question of whether he showed it to people. And we should note the people that we're told that were in this room did not have security clearances, so they would not have been able to see these documents, regardless of the fact that it was not in a secure location. It's just at his Bedminster Club. But also his defense that, he declassified everything, that he had this standing declassification order, that he could declassify things with his mind, as he's argued. It would undercut all of those defenses, Jake. And I think what is the most telling part of this, and also, a really juicy detail in the story that I'm reporting with Caitlin Polantz and Paula Reed, is that General Milley, who is still the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, has gone and spoken with investigators about this. That is how interested they are in this. Now, we are also told that this wasn't a document that Milley produced, despite what...
See what happens.